line's over. It's obviously a more.
Walker trying to hide himself. James Kenny is nearabouts, not quite close enough for Gloucester. They're through. Henry Walker has the opening score.
They're doing their best to stay in the fight. Unfortunately, they can't hold, and Lonsdale get eased round there by Ackerman, and that's the final straw, really. As soon as Lonsdale's eased out, that gives the men behind the opportunity to accelerate, and Walker dots over.
Hines, again, he sent that just a little bit long for a meaningful contest. Hodge has it in the sunshine, searching out the space. He's got proper pace, this boy. Josh Hodge, lovely step, he's round Carreras. Hodge tearing into the corner. Wow!
I just thought initially when he picked up the ball that Gloucester were a little bit wide. Then I thought they'd got their act together. They got nice and narrow, but he just beats them around the outside. 12 trees falls off. That step on Carreras, unbelievably good. What a finish that is from Hodge. Just here, that, right-footed step. Carreras totally sold going to his left. Stunning finish.
Hidalgo Klein. Skinner. Hodge. Oh. Tackle from 12 trees. It's a little bit high, and the penalty's been awarded. Hidalgo Klein thinks about it.
He's dropping quite significantly. Arm comes down the neck.
I think there's a swing.
I
think there's a swing of the arm here. It's right in front of me.
And just real speed to finish, please. Clearly 12 trees is upright, his arms around the neck, and it's quite a bit of force. The drop comes after. I'm thinking yellow card team.
Agree with that, Luke, yeah.
Yellow for 12 trees. Luke Pearce in conversation with our TMO Ian Tempest.
It will be just
and
get your numbers
an
right,
apology
just let them get the numbers
here
right.
for Josh Hodge. Chiefs then looking to exploit this extra man. Price securing the ball. Hidalgo Klein darting away. Baldwin on the crash. Tackled by Reed. Here's Tuima. Full of power, full of running, the youngster. First Premiership start, making a decent dent. And now the Chiefs powering towards the Gloucester try line. There it is. Armand is at the bottom of that pile of bodies, I think.
They're playing some great stuff. This is made by Hidalgo Klein and his ability to get to the wider channel. That means Gloucester have to stay narrow. So the next carry from Tuima is into a disrupted defensive line. He wins that battle, he gets the meters, and then it's a lot easier once you do that to get a latch on. It's an unstoppable force. What a score.
So Walker to Slater. Reed is onto it for Gloucester.
That's a good shift.
Oh, looking so powerful, so clinical, Gloucester. That was worthy of Exeter in their prime.
Look at all those white shirts get spun. And they fold underneath it.
And a free kick here to Gloucester, so possession swinging each way. Chapman sets off. Slater rummaging forwards. Ackerman now sent on the crash ball. Chapman sniping and all the way through. He scored it. Sharp work from Charlie Chapman, who's in a rich vein of form at the moment. Just what Gloucester needed.
Gloucester go, and they've got numbers screaming for bodies to come because they're worried about the width. You see those players screaming, waving at them, and Chapman just goes, well, if you're all going to drift into the wide channels, I'll go route one, straight down the middle.
Painstaking at the moment. Inches, mere inches in each carry. And the penalty goes their way, and there's going to be a card brandished. It's looking like Alfie Petch, who will get slowly to his feet and trudge away. He'll play no further part.
Lots of penalties, not rolling away.
He gets yellow carded for all the previous misdemeanors adding up.
Barton taking his time and converting effectively. 3 more points.
Hold the 10, boss.
Taken in by Slater. Charian Whites hunting a bonus point win over the Premiership and European champions. In goes 12 trees and Atkinson. Sassino, it's the penalty try. There will be 5 points. And the driving game has served them so well tonight.
5 would be yellow carded. And again.
Tom Price goes to the bin, and there's the final whistle. In the end, a handsome scoreline for Gloucester. They've taken down an underpowered Chiefs who will look very different, no doubt, in Europe next week. But nevertheless, a bonus point victory over the champions for George Skivington. Tremendous effort. Full time at Kingsholm. Gloucester 34, Exeter 18. Denied by the post. Atwood's onto it for Bristol. Luatua outside him. O'Connor and Thomas, lovely handling from O'Connor. Here's Thomas working that channel so well, and the Bears in the blink of an eye have gone 50 metres. Quick ball here as well. Sheedy ships it onwards to Morahan. Space opening up. Ramchandra taken early by Brown. Here's Purdy. Tyrone Green does well.
Move out! Well done.
Trying to turn defence into attack, Bears style. Sheedy, did that go forwards? No, referee's happy. Striding forwards, and under the post he goes.
I think that might be checked, but I'll tell you what, if anyone deserves to score that try, it is Dave Atwood.
Baldwin to the front and Dombrandt. And they cluster around him. This looks like a really meaty drive. Over they go. Powerful stuff from Harlequins. Hamish Smales is not convinced. Our TMO David Rose might need to step in to assist.
Coming up to you. On field, I've got no try.
So here we go. This is from the start, mate.
Great, fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's a side entry.
It's a penalty try for it.
Okay, by 8.
Penalty try.
He's the man on the
Yellow
ball,
card, really.
the ball being grounded.
Yeah.
So that's going to be a penalty try and a yellow card from the break. Okay.
Extraordinary commitment from Benel, but the first part of it was outside of the law book. So Earl to the bin, Quinns with 7, and they've drawn level after 11 minutes. Uren, nice flat pass, and Byrne smuggles it away to Fitzharding. Only been on the field a couple of minutes. He's just notched up the Bears' second try of the afternoon. Bouncing bomb for Benel to deal with. Danny Kerr has stolen it, and he's going to score in the corner. Picked his pocket, Danny Kerr. He'll be loving that. Here's Randrandra. Oh, how has he done that? Piers O'Connor is the beneficiary. Semi Randrandra yet again, weaving magic spells all over Ashton Gate. Joe Gray in his second spell with Harlequins now. Decent line out, and that look forwards from Danny Kerr. Esterhazen in a hurry. Here's Marchant. Under the sticks he goes. And Hamish Smales is happy. I wasn't totally convinced, I must be honest, about the Kerr delivery.
Hamish,
Yeah.
I can't give you any conclusive evidence that the ball went forward from the pass. It looks okay from what we can see.
Going to be allowed.
Fine, so the try is going to stand.
Yes,
try
mate.
stands, okay.
Try stands, and that is a big, big moment. Joe Joyce is the jumper of choice. Thomas is there. He's got some backs for company. Randrandra and Pietau are in the thick of it. Now the driving game. Dan Thomas still with the ball. Marchant clinging on. Thomas for the line. Try.
Hamish, he's short,
Okay.
and then we get blocked by 16.
Yeah.
So we haven't got any further evidence from there, but on that shot there, he's just short.
Okay. And then
So
we
go-
think we get the ball held up after that.
Yeah, then go back to your penalty call.
Fine, so that penalty is for the winger side entry, and he is the man who tackles him early. So
he may well
he
yellow
would sort of
card him,
stop
you know.
the possible try. So it's going to be a penalty try and a yellow card in that case if it's not scored.
It's going to be a penalty
It's yellow
try.
card.
Consistent.
Yeah. Winger, please.
Yeah.
It's going to be a penalty
So
try.
a yellow card
Tackles the man who's on the back. The side entry
for
tackles the man.
Marchant.
Yes.
He's going to the bin. 7 points. Callum Sheedy's happy now because he doesn't even have to take the conversion. It's everything we had hoped for. Capon to Joyce. Smuggled away to Chris Vui. Thomas has it now. Bristol go to work. Harlequins just beginning to splinter. Clock in the red. Still, it's with Bristol, and it's Sinclair against his former club. Kyle Sinclair drives the knife into Harlequins. Callum Sheedy, heroic for Wales. Is he the hero for Bristol? Struck it well. He's delivered, and Bristol steal it at the death. Everything you could possibly want from a Gallagher Premiership match.
And Bath look to try and open up this London Irish defence once again. Jonathan Joseph bursting through. Brilliant acceleration, has the support. Great covering tackle again, but they keep it recycled, and not going to Singer this time. Tries to pulverise his way through. Bath sense that the try is coming. Spencer releases it. Clark, head down, offloads. Brilliantly finished by Muir. Charged down there by Chinyamunga, and Ben Loader came up with the ball.
Okay, so let's just get the best angle, David, to ascertain head contact. Go high danger then, because it's shoulder direct to head, and mitigate it down to yellow. I think he is trying to wrap though.
So yellow card for Charlie Ewell.
Around the 15 between the 22 and the 10.
Curtis Rona has it again. Jackson, they got numbers here. Hassel-Collins cuts back inside, held up just short of the line. Another pick and go from London Irish. This time they're a few millimetres short. Fired out, it's a loose ball, needs to be picked up. Chinyamunga has it. Loader. Blair Cowan's calling Loader. Oh, brilliant! Utterly brilliant! Sits up for Ben Spencer to try and give himself some room. Great kick there, but it's Tom Parton who's underneath it. Waiting for Jackson, accelerates across the field and then straightens and then goes round Joseph and then straightens once again, feeds back inside to Hassel-Collins, who very nearly gave it away, but Irish have them queuing up out wide here. Jackson sends it out. Held up Matt Rogerson, not held up well enough though, he's over to score. They are now just 2 metres short of the line. Another pick and go from Schumann. He's up against the post. Phipps has stayed in there and done enough to prevent them going over on that occasion, but Josh McNally against his former side. Picks goes, Burrows for the line. Held up just short once again. Ben Spencer decides to go open and crashing through and over for the try. Bath looking more determined. Joseph pops the ball back inside, but that ball's ripped away, and so London Irish now have the advantage. Jackson spins it wide. Hassel-Collins away from 2, feeds it back inside. They've got chance here with Parton, and Parton should be away. Watson needs to try and make the tap tackle. Beautifully fed. Sean O'Brien, the creator. Parton finishes off, and he deserves that. Good hands to Hassel-Collins, who looks to try and go around the outside of Thockenham Singer.
Referee wants another look at Tom Dunn by the looks
best
of
angle,
it.
mate. So we're looking at what? Are we talking about raised arm to the head, are we? The foul play. We definitely agree that his arm's away from his body, isn't it? Okay, so it's all on contact point now. So just that zoomed in version of that. But if that elbow hits him in the neck, it's a red card.
So Tom Dunn has had a very short
elbow to the chin.
afternoon.
So where's the mark? It's back on the 10th. So you've got the option, Matt, of there's 5 metre scrum still, or penalty back here. 5 metre scrum.
Phipps breaks away. Jackson flicks it over the top to Loader, who collects well, and the try is scored in the corner. Brilliantly finished by London Irish, immediately benefiting from the extra man in the backs. Massive hit there from Beno Abano to knock that back.
David, I'm coming to you on this, please, mate. We're going to be looking at the actions of Charlie Hughes and whether he tucks his arm and hits the London Irish player square in the back with a tucked arm on his shoulder.
It's just a question of discipline here from Bath. That's the captain committing that foul. And it's a second yellow card as well for Yules in the game, which means it's red. So Bath are down
an arm across the body,
to 12.
Golden to the back. Ball's here.
Parton to Loader. Loader sets back inside, feeds it to Profi Clues. Profi Clues helps it on its way to Rhoda to score in the corner.
There we go.
Bath again. Hit McNally. We are 12 up against 14 at present. Will Muir looking set to come back on, so it'll be a more even contest of 14 against 13 imminently.
That's once.
There's literally one Bath player not involved in that more.
Up to the line and the score. Josh McNally in the end manages to power himself over on his own. Once again, Miles Reid collects the ball well at the front and extra weight comes in. Ben Spencer's driving. Extra efforts coming from Gray and Ajomo and driving up and over the line. And this time the try is scored by Walker. They have the bonus point score. The final score then from Brentford is London Irish 36, Bath 33.
And Matabasi finding a Zikwe who fired it down on there from Grayson. Zikwe, Mitchell, oh that's terrific, Furbank, and Furbank is unstoppable from that range. That was gloriously worked.
Deadly there, that set play coming back blind, Alex Mitchell wrapping round and George Furbank coming back into some nice form and finishing off.
But that's another powerful carry coming there from Lawrence. Here's Hokard out to serve, the long pass on the right hand. There's a chance here for Ashton to open his account for Worcester, and he's done it.
Two really nice places. Number one, hard carry from Ollie Lawrence again. We've seen it 2 or 3 times, and he's taken 2 or 3 defenders out of the game. And then fair play to Billy Searle at fly half. It's not easy throwing that kind of ball. There's an interception threat. He absolutely nailed it. Chris Ashton, the Predator on the end, opens his account with Worcester.
Mitchell onto Ratuna Yarawa. 1 or 2 gaps opening here for Northampton. Ratuna Yarawa pirouetting, turning, looking all around. Grayson. Oh, what a break here from Slidehome. He's got all the way. He's going to ground. Here's Grayson. Francis. Collins. Oh, tremendous pass. And Tommy Freeman's away and running the inside ball. That is quite superb onto Mitchell. And the youngsters combine.
I think we've just had a reflection of the first half summed up in that phase of play. You know, a big opportunity for Worcester up in the attacking third. They look like they're in decent shape, had numbers wide, and then spilled the ball in midfield, and Saints have gone 80 metres down the line.
And Grayson, well, that was what the golfers would call a shank.
Tackle!
You can see that arm is tucked in behind. Well, Chris Ashton is sent off. Worcester down to 14. Obviously joining in there, Alex Coles.
I think it's Ethan Waller again. He's got himself in a really awkward position. He's disrupted the whole thing.
That's tremendous from Northampton, and he's come all the way across from the other side. And it is another score for Ollie Slidehome. Back by Dr. Cornel de Pria. Now, can they make it count this time, Worcester? They've been here so many times this afternoon. Well, it's still deemed to be an illegal tackle. It will be a yellow card for Temana Harrison.
It's really tough, but it's tough for all the right reasons.
Didn't quite work out. Always a good chase though from Collins, and it's created a bit of an opportunity here. Freeman, that's brilliant. On there to Grayson, that was rather good as well. And it's Piers Francis who gets the score. Mitchell. That's a tremendous break from Paul Hill. Well, he had options left and right. He chose to go straight on, and he's done rather well. And there are white jerseys in big numbers out there, and Francois Fenter comes in. Well, I wonder, was that a deliberate knock-on? The referee decides it was. So it's going to be a yellow card. It's a double blow for Worcester. 7 points, and they're going down to 13.
So 23 goes to the bin. Here's penalty try.
Here's Dingwall. Oh, getting through Dingwall. It's a 2-on-1. And nobody's worked harder today than that fella, David Ribbons.
He has worked hard and he deserves that try. It's lovely, nice, hard, straight line in midfield, tired defenders and a simple finish.
Harrison. Grayson. Well, look at the numbers out wide. They know if they keep on stretching Worcester, the gaps will open. The old 1-2, and it is going to be a Gallagher Premiership hat-trick for Ollie Slightholme. Freeman, Paul Hill, into the step that time. Grayson, short ball, on there to Tom James. Tom James with the arcing run, the neat steps, out of the back of the hand, and it's another. Number 4 for Ollie Slightholme. The ball fed out, penalty to Fenter, and Fenter gets the pass off to Ashley. Oh, and then it's knocked on, and in microcosm, that just about summed up Worcester's day.
It's flicked back by White.
He's clearly in control when the ball is flicked back by White 17, and then there's no knock on by Pennell.
And then the try is good.
Yeah. So it's going to count right at the death. One final act there from Worcester. But it's been another bruising 80 minutes. Another painful outcome for Worcester. That's now 12 league defeats on the bounce. The Saints, the latest, the scale, the Six Ways Ramparts. Final score at Six Ways, Worcester 14, Northampton 62.
Another penalty coming. The maul's been set up by Jean-Luc Dupré and his peroxided head, and then Akker van der Merwe, like the little angry warthog that he is, charges around the outside and scores again. Off the line out, Sale unstoppable.
It's a great drill. Really nicely worked play.
Keep it up. Good work.
This is Quirk up to halfway, and Zach Kibarigi will be eager to get into the game. Haven't really seen much of him so far. My goodness, that was absolutely thunderous from Janse van Rensburg, but Wasps still have it. Pass that was as flat as anything, and now Bassett 5th gear, 6th gear, and so too Fekitoa. Oh, well, it doesn't matter how big the tackle is. The tackle can hit like a bus, but when you run like sports cars, Wasps can still make you pay.
As soon as it's safely in the hands, it's a simple 2-on-1, and Fekitoa has the pace on the outside.
Under 4 minutes to go on the sin bidding. Le Bourgeois, Gopeth, over halfway. Rob Dupré working hard to try and win that back. That was high. Akker van der Merwe conceding the penalty. What does Fekitoa have up his sleeve?
No advantage going to come.
Swings a bit,
That's
doesn't
a
it?
yellow card.
Yeah.
Yellow card. It's exactly the same as the other.
Well, for the next 3 minutes, Sale will be reduced to 13. Robson, Le Bourgeois, Goppers, he tried to get it away quickly.
That's a yellow.
It was picked up by McGuigan.
He's gone.
Oh, it's another.
You took the risk, deliberate knock-on.
He actually scoops up with his hand rather than down.
Well, it's been a while since Wasps were last ahead in this contest. A little under 2 minutes on Byron McGuigan's yellow. And really, in terms of tries, Wasps have not made them pay, and this is Phillips coming away with it.
Does McGinty get a hand to that?
Yes, it has.
He's done it again. That's a yellow card. It's hit him.
Is there a record for yellow cards for one team in a game?
I won't let them go quickly.
Big kick, Goppers. And into the final 10 minutes, Wasps establishing a 6-point lead. Sale asking questions in a contest where we wonder if they should still be in it, but they are through their own huge hearts, big character, when they've been down so many players, and now pretty much the entirety of Manchester's part of that shove towards the line. Another penalty. Oh, and now Wasps have a yellow.
Off you go. You've collapsed it.
Not sure he needed to as well. It was heading towards the touchline, I think.
Have a look at this, Temps.
It's Ogre who goes.
No idea where the ball is, mate, from this distance.
It's 14 against 14. It's like ice hockey.
It's like musical chairs.
Ashman with the throw. Kneeled, lays it back for Phillips, who lays it back for Ashman.
Just struggling to build that wall in front of the ball, aren't they? Now they just get that edge going.
Stay there, don't change now.
Driving towards the line, it's not going to be stopped! Oh, and I think Neild was certainly amongst the crew carrying the suitcase, and they may well have rescued something in the most extraordinary of circumstances. There's Neild, and it's a combined effort. Josh Beaumont definitely there as well, and in the circumstances it's probably right that it's a team effort. Where's it going? Where's it going? It's bending, it's between the posts. No Premiership team has ever won a match conceding 4 yellow cards. The Sharks are less than 60 seconds away from changing all of that. Mellow yellow, the dominant colour today for Sale, but somehow they have won this, and it's a 5th home defeat in a row for Wasps, which equals their worst run ever. I've no idea how they've done it, but they have done it. Wasps 19, Sale 20. Leicester pushing and shoving and huffing and puffing, and no better at huffing and puffing than that man, Jasper Wiese. Wigglesworth, Liebenberg scoring. Lost control of the ball, but it looks as if he touched the line before that moment, and Carl Dixon agrees. A couple of very hefty South African trucks, Jasper Wiese and then Hanro Liebenberg.
Just edge of the ball touching the line, that's all that's needed.
All the way through for Tommy Raffel. Some serious tackling going on from Will Welch and co. Ford, and all the way through for Kelly. He's held on to by Barry.
He wasn't expecting that, Kelly.
Maybe a yellow card.
Too many penalties. Too many.
And that will be a view shared by all of the Falcons coaches.
He's upright, Kelly, isn't he? Because he doesn't think he's getting the ball. He's trying to give room for Ford to put it across his chest, but player trapped in. Can't roll out the way.
Struck that like a peach. Absolutely perfect. McGuigan. Tackle from Charlie Clare.
Counter pressure affects the next carry, doesn't it? Although they get the ball back very much on the back foot.
Let's go, Lee.
Forced to kick now.
Squirter. See how that wing's picked up. And Freddie Stewart having to backpedal.
That foul play against Leicester number 8.
He's just got to be careful, hasn't he? You know, just as he comes in there,
yeah,
if Mark Wilson drops his head,
contact,
and it ends up being a red.
It's on the shoulder, really.
It's not a red. It is a yellow. Here is Van der Waal. McGuigan might be the next to pick it up and give it a go with his mates funneling in behind him.
Around the neck, that first tackle, PK only.
What number, please?
I'll get its blue headgear, looks like 20.
Absolutely dripping penalties as they try to protect their line.
Got penalty advantage, don't use your feet. Got penalty advantage anyway.
And then Squirter gives it some width. Burrell tries to use his strength, and there's a little bit more room here for Alex Tate, not quite. But look how close they are, look how close they've been for so long. Another surge for the line.
20.
And there will be a yellow card now after the warning.
Round the neck.
And it's George Martin who's been with us a matter of seconds.
You can see he wraps, you've got to let go. I think he would have got away with that had the initial contact stayed there, but because he's wrapped, but he doesn't know where the head is.
This is McGuigan, held on to by Genge, but McGuigan makes a little bit of ground at the end of all that, and
short release.
Falcons still short, but surely now not for much longer. Leicester down to 13. Those walls closer and closer to being breached or maybe mined underneath.
They potentially get down here, just where Harry Wells is there. Before Wells and the Callum Green react, do they just manage to get the ball down?
Kitty.
Yeah, there's a player bound onto Welch there.
But I don't see him clearly as the front man. He's to the side. For me, because I've clearly seen the ball on the ground, I'm going to stick with my on-field decision.
Okay.
More importantly, going to be playing against 13 players, so they want this over quickly.
Henderson's mates gathering around him. Wells there as well, trying to drag this lot over the line. Nearly there, are there. Try scored by Charlie Clare. Leicester there.
Oh, the Leicester Hookers having a bit of a field day this season.
Cooper, this is McGuigan. Newcastle quickly back into their stride. 2 minutes to go. Newcastle penalty taken quickly by Sam Stewart. Stewart's on his bike. The line comes into view. Stewart scores. Oh, that is sharp scrum half play from Sam Stewart, and it keeps the bonus point door open for the Falcons. It's Leicester who've won at Welford Road against the Falcons by 26 points to 12.